Welcome to tonight's tips and tricks. Hello and good night everyone to tonight's Karat tips and tricks. My name is Michael Amann. I am an independent affiliate of Karat Bars International, a company which helps us all to preserve our wealth 1 gram at a time. Before we go further, I'd like to give a quick introduction into what Karat Bars is all about, following which we will get into some of the updates that's happening with the company and the road to 18th of October 2018.
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, on your retirement. We'll be happy to cash out your retirement account today. Just a few of the details. Great. Now let me go get your money. There's a little bit more. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it. Now don't spend it all in one place.
Most of mankind only keeps the things in mind they do not want. If you focus on what you want to obtain, then you will reach your goals. If your goal is distinct, the way towards it will reveal itself. Gold in small denominations gives man the possibility to secure one's financials. That is something paper will never be able to provide. Gold is everlasting. It has been around for 5,000 years and has been the world's currency for 2,800 years. Money is important, but to successful people, other values matter. Mankind comes in the fore. It moves me every time I see someone who has changed his or her life with Karat bars. Here in Stuttgart is where my origins are, and I view it as a personal responsibility to advance this country further. I put emphasis on quality, continuity, and an efficient infrastructure. Shipping has been something we have put a lot of effort and work into, and have developed an extremely secure system in partnership with FedEx. Be true to yourself. Success will follow.
Be true to yourself and success will follow. The importance of saving in gold. We will be right back to continue the Karat tips and tricks after this testimony.
Happy day, everybody. A good friend of mine asked me to share some information about a wealth building plan that I recently got involved in. You know, as a mortgage banker for over 15 years, I was always interested in using financial instruments and use assets to leverage building wealth. And that's why I got involved in the industry of mortgage financing in the first place. And when I found this company, Karat Bars International, I was astounded at how soundly it was put together. You know, gold is the most important appreciating asset a person can hold in order to build financial stability. You know, only 1% of the people on the planet own physical gold. So when I saw Karat Bars International as a way to acquire gold 1 gram at a time that's affordable to the masses, I had to get involved. I believe it was the simplicity of the concept that really fired me up, got me all excited. And so it allows you to only do 2, maybe 3 things. 1, save your money in an appreciating asset that will store your wealth. It's so important to understand that just 40 years ago, paper money, in $1 of paper money, you could acquire 4 loaves of bread. Today, with that same dollar, you can only get a few slices. Conversely, in gold, 40 years ago, you could get 5 loaves of bread with 1 gram. Today, that same 1 gram will purchase you 20 loaves of bread. That's important to understand. So please note that only 3 things are important when it comes to making a decision about Karat Bars International. Do you want to save money the correct way, which is in a precious metal, an asset, gold? Do you want to make money by referring others to do the same? Or both? Those are the only 3 choices. There's nothing to say no to. Oh sure, I remember the day I got started. I had my trepidations, my doubts, my fears, my concerns. You know, would this work? But it's really not a matter of will it work. Karat Bars is not on trial. It's doing business in over 120 countries of the world. Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of individuals have already made Karat Bars their home. The real question is, what are you going to do about it? You know, in 103 days after starting this program, yeah, I went to work, I talked to some serious-minded people and referred the program to them. But in 103 days, my income from my referrals with Karat Bars was more than enough to not need to go to my full-time job with Wells Fargo as a mortgage banker. Take a look at it. I think you'll see what I saw, that Karat Bars is the most amazing way to build wealth that you've ever seen. And then we'll see you on the white sandy beaches of the world.
Thank you for that testimony, Mike. One of the interesting things that he says at the end is that Karat Bars is a great way to build wealth. Notice he did not say that Karat Bars is a great way to make money. While you can make money, while you can earn, and a lot of companies, a lot of programs tend to focus on, let's make money, let's make money, let's make money. But how much companies do you know focus on building wealth? There is a difference. Do you know that the goal that we can build with Karat Bars can actually increase our net worth, our asset base? You know, when they talk about millionaires and billionaires and stuff around the world and the amount of assets that they have, it is really that. When they talk about their net worth, it's based on the amount of assets that they own, not how much cash they have in the bank. The amount of cash in the bank can disappear over time. And we're going to hear a little something in the session this evening about that. Where is cash going to take you? But where will gold take you? Right? And there's a distinct difference. Mike was a mortgage banker at Wells Fargo, and he left that job within 180 days because he had a vision, he had a zeal. He was able to start to save his wealth, and he even increased his wealth by helping others do the same, not just in cash, which he got the cash, but he got gold for free as well as part of his compensation. And you can too. Let's go over to some of the information that has been provided on social media over the past week. And let's get a little bit exposed. Karat Bars is not just something you hear about probably on the Zoom and somebody talk about. If you want to get information, you don't necessarily just have to wait until one of these calls. While you can, and you should be plugged in, if you want to get information right away, you may have not been regularly attending any sessions, but you want to get up to date. You want to find out stuff even before the session. Where can you go? What can you do? Well, we can encourage you to come onto the social media websites. And I want to start by talking about the Karat Caribbean YouTube channel. I got an email this past week that we have passed 100 subscribers. This is a milestone. This is really great. So I wanted to thank those of you who have gone onto the channel and subscribed. And if you have not yet done so, I encourage you to go to the Karat Caribbean YouTube channel and subscribe. There you would find recordings of previous sessions. As you would see here, if you were to just go to the Karat Caribbean YouTube channel, it would look like this. And you see we've crossed 114 subscribers now. You go to the playlist tab, and then you can see a couple things. In fact, you would see the catalog of the previous tips and tricks sessions that you can catch up on other things, on information that was shared in the past. And you can also get a couple other information you want to learn. There's some stuff about the K merchant. There's some tutorials and so on. You go and you can learn. And this catalog is being built weekly. So tune into the Karat Caribbean YouTube channel to get more information. And I want to just highlight, in fact, from this point forward, every week we want to highlight a YouTube channel of the week. Not everybody may be on Facebook. There's some people who prefer not to have a Facebook account. There's some people who don't have an Instagram account. But anyone can go on YouTube. You don't even have to sign in to watch YouTube. So you can go to YouTube and get information. And one of the YouTube channels I'd like to highlight at this time is the Synergy Gold Group channel. If you go to the Synergy Gold Group channel on YouTube, again, you go to playlists, you can get the full playlist of the Synergy Team Huddle recordings. There's 27 of them for the year so far. And in fact, you can go back in the past. If you look down, you would see there were Virtual Super Saturday, March 2020, 2019 ACES Leadership Bootcamp, and there's a 2020 ACES Leadership Bootcamp. There's a lot of valuable information and personal development that you'll find in the ACES Leadership Bootcamp, and in fact in all the videos that you can see. So you can go to the YouTube channel, ensure that you subscribe to it so that you can get notified when there's any new content being loaded on the Synergy Gold Group channel, right? And I especially encourage you to look at the Synergy Team Huddle recordings. And also, if you are interested in sharing information about Karat to others, and you wanna know what videos should I send, you can look at the PGR list. This is a pre-recorded list of information about introducing people to the Karat program and compensation plan and so on that you can share with others. Just 4 videos that you can find right here. As we are looking at some YouTube channels, just want to highlight the Crypto Data official YouTube channel. You can come here. This has currently 1.32 thousand subscribers. You can get updates of various things that are happening with Crypto Data as well. Crypto Data is one of the partner companies with Karat. And in fact, you will see here Crypto Data's trial launch of the first blockchain just 4 days ago. Gonna get a little update on that very soon. But you can get an update on if you got a K1 Impulse phone. Some persons would have ordered one of the secure phones that is offered by the company, and they want to know how to program it, how to set it up. You can actually come to the videos here, and again, come to the playlist, and you would find the tutorials that will help you set up your phone. And of course, we have the official Karat information channels. We encourage you to subscribe to as much of these accounts as possible so that when news comes out, when there's updates, you will be in the know. You will not be in the dark. I'm saying, I wonder what's happening. And there's some people who may say, listen, I will wait for my sponsor, my upline, the person who told me about the program, to come and tell me about it. And they sit down there waiting for the upline to tell them. Not considering that the upline may have 200, 300, 400 persons to speak to, and they cannot call everybody up at the same time. That's why persons are actually put into groups. Some people are put into WhatsApp groups. Some people are put into Telegram groups, so that anytime there's an update, it is sent there. But corporate also has its channels that gives people updates and information. There's a Facebook group, Facebook page rather. You would look for the one. There are a couple groups on Facebook that claim to be Karat. Some of them are imposters. Some of them are zealous affiliates, but that don't know that they're not supposed to use the word Karat in their name. So you just look for the Facebook group, Karat International, GmbH, the one that has over 45,000 people, right? And you'll know that you have the Karat information there. You get official updates on the Karat Facebook page. Also from Harold Seitz' personal page. You just look for Harold Constantine Seitz, and you look for the page that has that he was joined at where he joined on the 2015, in August in 2015, and you know you have the right page. Okay. For Telegram, you can join the official Telegram group. The same information that is posted in your latest news in the back office is usually also posted on Telegram. You can go to the YouTube channel, which has over 31,000 subscribers, and also there you get official information and updates from corporate. In fact, the latest video by Harold Seitz is already there. And of course, there's an Instagram group as well too. For those who have Instagram, who follow Instagram, you can follow information in the Karat Bars official Instagram account as well. And here's a quick look at what they look like. Karat Bars International YouTube channel. You click on videos and you can see sorted by the most recent first. You'll see all of the videos that were loaded by Karat Bars. You can scroll down and check all of them and get information that you need to. Okay. The Instagram account, basically it looks like this, and again you have access to a lot of information. You would notice over almost 6,000 followers in that official page, karatbars.official. And here's some samples of the content that came from those official sources this week. Harold Seitz speaks about what it takes to be a leader. I believe I can motivate almost anyone to be a leader as long as they are honest with me about who they are and what they want. People aren't born more courageous by their genetics. Their exposure in this world is what makes you do courageous things. Kids born with money in their pockets will never be as hungry as the kid who grows up having to earn certain respect. Essentially, entitlement is a curse that you need to get over in order to understand who you really are and what you are capable of. In other words, you have to want it. When you work that out, we can have an honest conversation about you being a leader. Funnily enough, by this stage, you won't need my advice anymore. You'll know you'll know that you'll be ready to lead. This is an interesting and a fantastic analogy and performance. Someone who knows what it is to have nothing, somebody who knows what it is to have lack, will be more hungry than somebody who doesn't know what lack is about. Right? This is basically his point. And this is a very important motivation and encouragement to us all. If you lack, continue to strive and you will succeed. If you give up, if you don't strive, your success can be limited. Also, from the corporate page, this is the Karat Bars page. Previously, it was Harold's page. The corporate page, there's another information here that you're going to find two types of people in a crisis. You have victims and you have winners. The victims are those who choose to be vulnerable. They're too ignorant or sometimes just lazy to read the warning signs, to be prepared, to know that a crisis is on the horizon. And they turn a blind eye. They don't care that a crisis is coming. And then you have the winners who are prepared. These are the few who actually choose to be ready for the future, and especially for the future of money. And we at Karat Bars International, our international affiliates, have continued to be looking at the future of money as per Harold Seitz's book, and we continue to prepare ourselves for what is to come. And we have some more information on that to come, actually. There's a contest that is currently taking place within the Karat Bars Facebook community, where persons have an option or an opportunity to win a free gold. Here we have the Karat Bars Gold Card Contest, right? All you need to do is to upload your photo with a gold card on Instagram or Facebook. You tag the Karat Bars page on the photo, and you put the hashtag Karat Bars Golden Moments and write under the photo to whom and why you presented this gold card. There's a draw that will take place every month from May to August, and 3 winners will be randomly selected every month. And they would each receive 3 Karat Bars gold cards as a gift as well. So we notice here, this is actually a post that I did, and I actually submitted this yesterday. So in as much as I'm sharing this with others, I'm actually doing it myself as well. And you will notice here that I put in the hashtag. I had tagged Karat Bars International, the official page, and of course I gave the reason and the person. I named the person who I gave it to. Actually, I gave this card to my son, my firstborn son, upon the successful completion of his first year certificate of psychology, and it is an Atto Bolden limited edition collector card. That inside there is a point is actually not a point, a 1 gram 24 karat 999.9 pure gold ingot. That is gold bullion on the card with Otto Bolden. And interestingly enough, you don't see it here, but Otto Bolden himself had actually liked this post when I sent it out. So I can do it, you can too. It's very simple. Just get one of your gold cards that you have, specialty cards, even your classic card, and you could do this. So again, this is the summary of the Karat Bar's information and official social media channels. Continue to plug into them and be up to date with your information. Coming up, we're going to find out why Robert Kiyosaki believes that those who don't have gold are in serious trouble. Stay tuned.
Have you ever wondered what will happen to our finances after the crisis? What will happen to our usual currencies? My name is Harold Seitz. When I was 18 years old, I started selling vacuum cleaners. After that, I worked in the financial industry for a long time. Today, I am the founder and CEO of Karat Bars International. We sell 24 karat gold in 140 countries with the help of our partners. We also teach and advise people on how to protect their assets. After all, what do you get out of your hard-earned money when it could be worthless within a short period of time? I have written this book for you. There you find all the answers to the essential questions that are important now in this time of crisis. Please take care of yourself and your family. Stay healthy and start to learn about the future of money today.
Not only is the future of money available on Amazon, Karat Bar's affiliates also have access to the future of money in their Karat Bar's back office. In fact, if you were to go to product purchase and you look at the list of the different things there, you will see gold products. You will also see a section entitled CEO. And when you go there, you would see access to the various books that he has. He has Think Big, as well as The Future of Money, and there are a couple more that are on the horizon. Stay tuned to find out more. So let's go. Let's hear what Robert Kiyosaki has to say.
They can't save us. It's gone too far. And instead of fixing the problem, they just kept making the problem worse. I hope I'm wrong. We're going to go bankrupt. There'll probably be a new conference like the Louvre Accord or the Smithsonian Accord, and they're going to rewrite the rules of the game again. They're going to say, okay, the US dollar, you're toast, and IMF's going to jump in, China's going to jump in. But meanwhile, you and I, if you're holding dollars, you might be in serious, serious trouble. One of my tweets was New York City going broke. And the reason New York City is going broke is much of the property in New York City is commercial real estate. I own residential real estate, so we're doing pretty good. But on commercial real estate, with everybody zooming away and at home and all this, the question is, who's going to go back to work? Who wants to pay that high price for that commercial real estate? But worst of all, what value is commercial real estate, like an office building, if you don't have workers in it? All cities count on real estate taxes. So what you're going to see in the next few years is real estate taxes on your home. My apartments will go up. But when New York taxes those commercial high-rise buildings, more tenants will leave. So New York City is going broke. The beautiful city of Vancouver, Canada, is flat broke. It's just tragic what's happening because you have these incompetent city managers who are just like my poor dad, guys with college degrees, but no common sense, you know what I mean? All the cities now count on taxes, but if small businesses closing and big commercial real estate starts closing, our cities are going broke. You add to that pensions. Pensions, mark my words, I wrote my book called Who Stole My Pension? Pensions are going to be the biggest disaster hitting America and the world today, because every day 10,000 baby boomers in America retire. Across the world, there's 2 billion old guys like me who have no money, and who's going to bail them out? And no Republican or Democrat is going to say we're not going to pay the old guys money. So that means the old guys, they're going to say, you got to bail us out. And so naturally they're going to print more money and pay the old guys just so they get reelected. You know, so it's real estate taxes, it's small businesses going broke, it's income taxes going down, and pensions going down. So the Fed has to print more money. So that's why I keep saying buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin, because gold is getting more scarce. So let me explain why gold. So my prediction is gold in 1 year should be $3,000. So that's about $1,000 more than it is today. So in a year, it should be up another 1,000. Some people say 2,500 is optimistic. But I'd rather have the price of gold going up than your money going down. So if you're saving money, you know, I'll pray for you tonight, because your savings are actually real money. In other words, if you worked for it and you paid the taxes on that money you worked for, that's real legitimate money. Unfortunately, the Fed is printing trillions and they're going to pay you nothing for your savings. I mean, you know, when I was a kid, I got 15% on my savings. Today, you get nothing. So the Fed is screwing you. That's the term. So I think gold at 3,000 in 2021, not outside the box. Silver, $40. And the reason I like silver is moving faster than gold today. And when I look at the price of gold, the high point was $1,900 approximately. I don't know what, a couple of years ago. But today it's $1,700. So gold is near its all-time high. Silver used to be about $49. And today I think it's 18. So it's about 70% below its all-time high. So silver is the best deal of all. And I think most of you can afford a $20 silver coin. You know, if you can't, you have deep problems. The reason I like Bitcoin is because what I understand about Bitcoin is that it just had a halving. And a halving means they print less of it. At the same time, Bitcoin is printing less, the Fed is printing trillions. Now, you don't need a degree in rocket science to figure that one out. The Fed is making the US dollar or any currency, the yen, the euro, the peso, softer. Bitcoin is getting harder. Gold is getting harder. Silver is getting harder. I don't buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin to get rich. I just hate getting screwed by the Federal Reserve Bank and the Treasury. So if you want to keep saving money and putting it in the stock market, more power to you. But all that paper stuff is printed. And the CEOs of these stock market companies, they did a side deal with the Fed. So the Fed was loaning them billions of dollars for them to jack their stock price up. So the stock prices are at this artificial high, and all mom and pop are watching their 401ks or IRAs, and the stocks are this high. And the Fed keeps printing more money, keeps giving the CEOs indirectly, because they can't do it directly. They do it through what's called SRVs, special something vehicle. And they give the CEOs the money and they pop the stock market up. That's why we're in serious trouble. That's my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. But I would rather, at this time in world history, May 2020, I'd rather have gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Thank you.
Quick question. What is more valuable? Something that there is lots available of, or something of which there's hardly anything available, or there's a limited supply? We mentioned before the Atto Bolden limited edition collector card. There were only a certain amount that were printed. Now, there are no more available, as far as I understand. Do you think that would be worth the same as another card that is continuing to be printed all the time? Because it is scarce, people will ask for more for it. It's the law of economics. When things are scarce, it becomes more valuable. There's only a certain amount of gold available in the world. There's a limited amount of even the different cryptocurrencies that you have, which are referred to as market capitalization. But in particular, we're looking at gold. Many countries have a certain amount of gold, and they have been buying up whatever gold is available before it's too late. Yet there are certain people who may have been holding on to cash. How would you have felt if you, 20 years ago, you held on to cash and $100 now is buying 500% less than it did in 2000? It's true. You could have gone into the grocery 20 years ago and that $100 could have gotten you more than you can get now with $100. Why is that? Because they're continuing to print more and more and more of these dollar bills. However, do you know that the value of gold has gone up about 550% since 2000? Which medium would you prefer to save in for your long-term wealth, or even for your generations? Paper? Come on, think about it. Robert Kiyosaki speaks about it. He preserves his wealth, and you notice he used the terms, he preserves his wealth with gold, with silver, and Bitcoin. Of course, with Karat Bars, our focus is on gold. And we don't really go into coins because there's a clause where some of these coins may actually be owned by the government who minted those. With Karat Bars and with bullion bars that we have, they are not owned by any country. So when you obtain them, they are yours. They are privately supplied, right? So that's just a little bit of a tip right there. Let's continue. To the breaking news. This week's headlines: KBC coins are to be delisted. We have an update on the payment solution. Road to the 15th of October explained, and more. Let's start off first with this piece of information that we got on the 10th of July 2020. This information was actually published by Gondol, which is one of the national newspapers or media in Romania, where it shows here that a Romanian company, Cryptodata, has successfully launched an experimental satellite carried by a weather balloon into the stratosphere. Let's get some more information on this. So 2 days ago, so this would have been around the 8th of July, a moment that can be explained as historic, without fear of being wrong, of an experimental satellite by Cryptodata was launched. The first set of equipment was sent into the stratosphere to test encrypted voice over blockchain protocol communication. It was the first step of an interesting project. This is the preliminary test before the launch of the first test satellite into low orbit in February 2021. So first they took up the satellite via weather balloon. The next step would be to take it up into orbit. So for the project, Cryptodata is collaborating with Romanian company Autonomous Flight Technology and the American companies Momentus and SpaceX. Anyone knows that company, SpaceX? I think I may have heard it mentioned some time ago, you know. I think it has someone named Elon Musk associated with that program. But interestingly enough, it is the news are making headlines, right? So the launch of this experimental satellite is an integral part of Cryptodata's ongoing effort to send a satellite network into space that will implement a new form of encrypted and secure communication using blockchain technology. Blockchain communication, right? The Project Global is a new global network that aims to communicate and transfer data between users securely And guess what equipment they're using for communication? If you did not know, that's right, it's the K1 Impulse phone and also the WIM laptop. These are some of the devices and more to come. You'd see, notice on the table there, this was printed in the national newspapers in Romania. Do you notice what is on the table? It is a WIM laptop that is being used as part of the exercise. So we have more information on that to come. And as I mentioned, the phones and the laptops, again, I want to repeat, for persons in the Caribbean and in other parts of the world, some of the delays caused by the shutdown with COVID, I think we had mentioned this in the past, and I just want to reiterate again, the company is not holding back on the shipment of the phones. They were impacted due to lockdowns from China. The phones have to go from China through the ports to head to the USA. To head to Germany. From there, it would have then been shipped to other parts of the world, including the USA. There are certain parts of the world that had a second or third wave of the coronavirus or their reactions to control and contain the spread. And some of the companies and countries that were opened up had to be locked down again. Some of these things have actually been hampering deliveries, not just for Karat bars, but for many other companies around the world. I was speaking to a doctor just yesterday, or a pharmacist. He was explaining about some of the products that he has ordered for some time. He has been getting some delays in shipment as well. So please note, be patient. Company is really trying to get the products out. Last note we had was 3,000 phones again were in the process of being delivered. I know of one person personally in Trinidad and Tobago who got his phone just last week, and we have others to come. Okay, so stay tuned. Your phones and your laptops, for those who did not get theirs yet, are on the way, right? Next update that was sent on the 11th of July was again the update about the KBC coins. Notice it was stated before that the KBC coins will be implemented into the new mainnet on the 15th of October 2020. It was explained in the last by Harold Sites in his you could go on the YouTube channel to listen to them. He had shared it internationally through all of the relevant channels, and we also went through it in the tips and tricks sessions of the last 2 weeks, that the KBC coins will be moved to the mainnet. It was always Karat Bar's strategy and plan to move the KBC coins onto the mainnet, since the mainnet was developed last year, and we are moving into that stage now. Of course, once it moves to the mainnet, the name of the coin can be changed. And of course, we hear what the news is saying here. It is mandatory that you transfer all KBC coins that are not on Karat Exchange to the Karat Exchange in order for them to be transferred to the new mainnet coin. The place that the coins are going to be transferred, that the coins have to be sent to transfer to the mainnet, is Karat. So if the KBC coins are on HitBTC or on CoinSuper or any of the 14 or 15 other exchanges there are around the world, including cold wallets, people who may have it in their Nano Trezor or Ledger or whatever it is, right? These coins need to be put into your Karat wallet. What happens if you don't? I prefer to keep you may say, Michael, I prefer to keep my coins out of the Karat exchange. I want to keep it in my secure wallet. You hear what happens? Any KBC coins that are not on the Karat exchange by the 15th of October 2020 cannot be changed after this date. KBC trading will be delisted, going to be removed, going to be stopped on all exchanges, not some, all exchanges after the 15th of October 2020. In other words, after the 15th of October, the KBC coin will be no more. In its stead, on 15th of October, the new implemented mainnet coin will be listed, starting with at least one partner exchange and then moving on to the others, of course. So if you know of persons who own KBC coins, reach out to them and let them know. If they don't move their coins to the Karat exchange, it is possible that they can lose their asset. Why is this important? Well, we went through that before, but I'll just give a quick update again. It was always the plan to move the KBC coin from the Ethereum blockchain to the mainnet, which is the Karat bars blockchain, which is for its greater security and everything. But also too, there's a regulatory reason. The KBC coin was originally designed in 2018 as a utility coin, but a hybrid coin, because you have a utility coin which is backed by gold. That was in 2018. There was no regulations really about it at the time. Fortunately, in 2019, and we have the third party and the media releases to show this. There were essentially the regulators came and said, no, you can't do that. You either have a security coin or you have a utility coin. You cannot have a combined one. And Harold had actually explained this, I think it was a week before or a couple of weeks ago as well. And again, I went and I did my due diligence and I did find all of the media relating to this, right? So you can go to the YouTube channel and look for replay for last week's tips and tricks if you want to get the whole explanation. But basically, it is a regulatory requirement to move away from the KBC. In fact, the BaFin, which is the German financial authority, has listed or stated that the KBC coin should really be wound up as well. So there are various different reasons for doing so, but we have time. When I say have time, I mean, it's not like it's going immediately to tomorrow. You have the opportunity to move those coins over to the mainnet exchange, to the mainnet by putting them in the Karat exchange. And we have an incentive to do so as well. If you put your coins on the Karat exchange and then you put them in the KBC reduction plan, that is removing these KBC coins from circulation, you're going to be rewarded for doing so by getting a bonus on the value of the coin based on the value of the coin on the 15th of October. So if you put, let's say, $1,000 worth of your KBC coins in the Karat exchange now, and you put it now before the end of July, and by October 15th, the value of those coins are no longer 1,000. The value of those coins would be, let's say, we're just talking. Anything can happen. If it increases by 10, to let's say from 0.04 of a cent to actually 4 cents, those coins will be worth what, $10,000. You will get 25% on the $10,000 value. However, if everything goes against the laws of economics and the price of the coin goes down, you're still going to get 25% on the $1,000. So where can you get 25% guaranteed in this day and age? I don't know about you, but I don't know of anywhere else in any major institution. So if you have KBC coins or you know persons who have KBC coins, encourage them to not only just put it in the Karat exchange, but to have them put it in the KBC reduction program so they can benefit from the bonuses. You can get from either 25%, 15%, 10%, or 7.5%, depending on the time you move it. The earlier you move, the higher your bonus, all right? So let's go. Let's make that happen. We also have those who have had the full nodes, master nodes, and super nodes would have gotten a payout for the month of July. So persons who would have gotten these nodes before, they're actually getting some more KBC. So they actually getting extra KBC coins to put into the KBC reduction program. Happy for all of those who have a node. You can actually increase your wealth. This is a wealth generating program. Payment solution. This is a question that many persons have, including myself. And I stated last week, when implementing anything, there's a process that it goes through. You have to go through a requirements gathering. You select the vendor, you determine what needs to be done, and you need to develop and integrate that system. Then you need to do testing. All of those phases before we're complete, testing is in progress. And if during testing there's any issues, they would need to go back and fix those issues and then retest. Any issues again, go back to the design, go back to the code, fix it, retest again. And you keep retesting. That's a cycle that keeps going until you don't have any more issues. And of course, for the deployment of the solution, testing is still in progress, which means all of the bugs have not been worked out. So the deployment of our payment solution has yet again been delayed. Of course, the risk of people are saying, "But why don't I just launch it? I don't care where it is right now. Let's just launch the payment system." The risk, if you launch a payment system before the testing is successfully completed, it is possible that there can be incidents of payout errors. Would you like to get short pay? How would you like your pay to disappear with no record of it? I wouldn't like my pay to disappear. If I had to wait until they get it right versus getting it now with issues, I would rather wait until they get it right. All right? The mitigation, of course, from those errors, they have to continue the test iterations until there are 0 errors. But persons who wish to get paid now, they can still go into their back office and select the option to be paid out by Bitcoin. That option is still available, and the tips and tricks webinar has been saying so from the time we heard that PFS was going to be discontinued. And it is still available to you now. So you can accept your payout in Bitcoin until we get the payment solution completed, and then you can switch it back, right? That's a solution I can provide for you. And if you're looking for people to convert your Bitcoin to cash, trust me, the people in the community who are willing to pay you for your Bitcoin. And we will be in, you just need to reach out to us, reach out to me personally in the various chat groups, and or other people, talk to your sponsor, and we can make that happen for you. So you can, if you have any payouts that's pending, convert to Bitcoin until everything is resolved. So there is an option available, right? So when you come back, we're going to go through the main point, the main highlight of the day. We're going to look at the road to the 15th of October Flipboard overview. At this time, some persons may be saying, V99, what KBC, what about the IPO? What's going on, Mike? What's happening? There's so much news that I heard about this week. Can I get a summary on? Can you give me a summary? I know you spoke about the KBC just now, but can you give me a summary on the various things that will be happening between now and October 15th? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. And to give you the answer, I'm going to hand you over to Mr. Hughes, Bruce Hughes, who has actually done that. Not only has he given the answer, he has given us a Flipboard overview. So he writes as he speaks. So let's listen to Bruce. Let's go, Bruce.
Hey guys, it's Bruce here. Just want to take 15 minutes to run through some of the latest corporate announcements that have come out. I do want to focus on these 5 areas: the V999 stablecoin, KBC, what to do with them, BUNV, some of the opportunities that are in place, the IPO vouchers, and then lastly, the trading announcement that happened. Please can I encourage you, if you haven't yet taken the time to do it, to go and watch the summary we've done on the entire Karat Bars ecosystem, because I'm going to go through in parts that form up an entire ecosystem. So having said that, we're going to be on a bit of a roller coaster. I'm trying to keep it to 15 minutes. Let's dive straight into it. Let's talk about the V999 token. The V999 token is a stable coin. It's a security coin that is backed up by 0.1 grams of gold. How is that possible? Well, it's possible because we are the ones who are going to give it that backing. So what two platforms do you need to enable you to do this? You need a Karat Bars account, a Karat Bars platform, and you need a V999.io account, a V999.io platform. So you need to register on both of those platforms. Here's how we're going to give the V999 token a gold backing. On Karat Bars, we can buy cash gold. We can also earn cash gold by selling multi-gold packages. So we can buy cash gold and we can earn cash gold on Karat Bars by either buying it directly from our product section or earning it through the sale of multi-gold packs. We will then be equipped to send that cash gold across to the V999.io site and exchange 0.1 grams at a time into a stable coin. Now, why would you and I want to do that? Well, because that stable coin, being backed by gold, can rise in value over time. So we can just sell it into the V999 coin and we can hold it. Or we could monetize it. And this is what we want to do as a community. Every single time you create a coin, a V999 coin, so that's what it's called, V999 coin. Every time you create one of those, you become the parent of it, the custodian of it. This is a coin that you can earn fees on for life if you choose to sell the coin onto the open market. So you decide to take that coin and you sell it on an exchange. Maybe you receive Bitcoin for it. Okay, you sell it for Bitcoin. You now got Bitcoin back in your pocket. Every time that token on the open exchange moves in a transaction, every single time a buyer buys it and a seller sells it, and then that new buyer sells it and a new buyer buys it, okay, every time there's a buy-sell transaction of that coin, you are paid out 0.02% fees for the transaction of that coin. Now, very, very careful to understand. We're going to put a strategy in place to show you how to make sure once you have created a V999 coin, or 100 of them, or 1,000 of them, or 10,000 of them, it's up to you. Every time you create these, we're going to give you a strategy on how to release them onto the market so that you don't have all your coins bought by one person who then just keeps it in their wallets, because then you won't earn fees. We're going to show you how to do a staggered release into the marketplace of all your coins so you are best positioned to earn 0.02% fees for the life of that coin. In other words, you've created an asset. I want to encourage every single person here to watch Brendan Earp Jones's explanation on how to maximize the value of this. He's extrapolated some numbers over the next year, 3 years, and 5 years by doing comparisons with a coin, a stable coin called Paxos Gold. Okay, we're going to be obviously putting that into the network. So guys, that's what you need for V999. Make sure you have a registered Karat Bars account. From the 1st of August, you'll be able to exchange the gold that you're either buying from Karat Bars or earning through Karat Bars. You'll be able to exchange it into the V999 token. From the 15th of October, you'll be able to sell that V999 token onto open exchanges, and there it'll start earning fees for you. Okay, that's the V999 coin. So go and buy as much cash gold as possible. Go and earn as much cash gold as possible. Let's talk about KBC and the movement into the mainnet KBC coin. Guys, there will be a name change. The new mainnet KBC coin will have a new name. So I'm just putting a line through that so that you understand that it's not going to be called KBC. Brand change, name change. Very exciting to know that finally we're hard forking, guys. Yes, because that's what we were aiming at. What do you need to take advantage of this KBC hard fork process? You need to have a Karat Bit account. And I want to encourage everybody watching this to go and make sure that your Karat Bit account is KYC to as high a level as possible. Why? Because over time, as the value of that mainnet KBC coin grows, you need to be at a KYC, and know your client threshold, to be able to move those coins. Okay, so keep increasing your KYC, go through that process. Backup plan, just by the way, backup plan, it makes sense to also register accounts with P2P, B2B, Bitfinex, and Bitforex, and I'll explain in a moment. KBC is going through a hard fork process, and the company has put in place something called a reduction plan. It is a two-step process, guys. The reduction plan is a two-step process. Step one is to reduce the number of coins on the open market. In other words, cause the number of coins on the open market to go down, which inversely will cause the price of KBC on the open markets to go up. The way the company is achieving this is through a bonus program. Only for us affiliates, only for those of us who are plugged into Karat bars. For the month of July, August, September, and October until the 14th, midnight the 14th, the company is going to give us bonuses on any coins we bring from the open market and lock into the reduction plan. So it's important. There's a tab on KaratBit. There's a tab on KaratBit. It's called reduction plan. So make sure you go and find that tab on KaratBit. If you take your KBC and you plug it into this reduction plan, you can get bonuses of 25%, 15%, 10%, and 7.5% on the dollar value. Let me explain that in simple terms. If the coin's value today is $0.004, okay, $0.004, which is more or less what it is, and you were to go and bank 10,000 of those coins, 10,000 of those coins, the company is going to look at the value of those 10,000 coins on the 15th of October. So the value of those coins on the 15th of October, and they're going to look at that value and they're going to give you a 25% bonus on that value. So let's do some maths together. Because step one is on the reduction plan is to reduce the number of coins in the open market, forcing the price to climb up, and we get rewarded for help doing that reduction. I'm going to show you some numbers here. I'm going to sit down for this. Support. Step two is to then reduce the number of coins in supply, the number of new coins. So how is the company going to achieve this? Let's play with these numbers here. Okay, let's say that because the number of coins have gone down over the last 3.5 months, that the price of the coin on the 15th of October, the price of the coin now sits at a new value of $0.04. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, so in other words, it's managed to 10x because we as a community have caused that. Remember, we caused that effect by locking our coins into the reduction plan to get that bonus. We are the market makers. We're the ones that make the price possible by doing that lock-in value. So the new value, let's pretend, example, is $0.04. Okay, difference of 10. Well, 10,000 coins at $0.4, 10,000 coins, means that your dollar value of how many coins you banked is now sitting at $400. Okay, it's no longer $40 worth that you went and locked in. Okay, if you go lock it in the month of July at that price, you're locking in $40 worth. 15th of October, if the price is higher, you have $400 worth. The company then gives you your 25%. 25% of 400 is 100, which gives you a new total of $500 worth of coins. I did tell you it's a two-step process. The company is going to look at your $500 worth of 10,000 coins and they're going to reduce the number of coins in existence. They're going to reduce the number of coins. 4:1 reduction. Okay, that'll give us a new supply of coins. So 10,000 coins reduced by 4 times means you will now have 2,500 coins. The value of those coins will still be $500, which means the new value of the new mainnet coin can go all the way to $0.2. What has the company achieved through their reduction plan? They've achieved a new supply, a new number of coins in the market. They've reduced the number of coins in the market. They would also have produced a new value of those coins. Guys, that's good news. That means we are helping the company achieve a new supply, a new value, and our hard fork coin can then go live to exchanges. Any old coins, any old KBC that are on exchanges, the company announced would be delisted from those exchanges. They'll have no value. Karat is cleaning house on KBC. It is creating a new supply and a new price for the new coin, and that's good for you and I. So if you want to take advantage of that, if you want to help achieve that, and if you also want to make sure that you're getting those bonuses that are worked out on the value of the coin on the 15th of October, make sure this month, July, you go and plug your coins in to that bonus reduction plan. Some people are saying, what if I have less than 10,000 coins? Guys, it costs $40 to get 10,000 coins. So if you're short, just go and top it up to 10,000, lock it in. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. So that's the KBC reduction plan. All you need is a Karat account to be able to do all of this. If as a community we buy up all the KBC on Karat and we all lock it into the reduction plan, then our job will then be to take another step and go and find more KBC, bring it back to Karat and lock it in. If we do this as soon as possible, if we lock it into the 25% bonus as soon as possible, and we go and squeeze the market, starve the market of KBC, we're going to see a price climb, and these numbers are going to start being very, very possible. Right, let's flip on, guys. We've done 2 out of the 5. Let's talk about BUNVs. BUNVs, there are 3 places that BUNVs have ended up. Now remember, BUNVs came into existence between the 4th of July and the 14th of December 2019. So in 2019, we were all in a position to exchange 100 KBC to 1 BUNV. And then we had choices that we could take with that BUNV. Well, one choice was to take the BUNVs and put them into a vault. Depending on how many BUNVs we vaulted, we would get a per annum, so once a year, percentage return. So if we vaulted a certain amount of BUNVs in September 2019, then in September 2020, the company is going to make good on that percentage growth. They're going to honor that percentage growth. So for those of you who are expecting anything between a 4 to 15% growth, the company will honor it a year from the date you vaulted it. They will then, in the meantime, guys, like now, be unloading BUNVs back into KBC. Okay, so they're going to pay this out. They're going to honor that. I mean, that's why we went and vaulted to begin with. So we're still going to get paid out our percentage. They're going to unload KBC from the vault. They're going to unload your BUNVs into KBC so that you can go and get what? You can go and put your KBC into the reduction plan right now, this month, July, guys. Go and plug it in so you can get your 25% bonus, and you can help drive up the price so we can start experience market cap, a new market cap, through the bonus reduction program. So that's the first thing. You're not going to lose out on this, guys, which is why we all went and vaulted BUNVs to begin with. You're still going to get that. Plus, because this program is being shut down, you're still going to get the drive into KBC. The second thing that happened with BUNVs is people exchange them 100 to 1 into QR codes. Some people went and exchanged their QR codes at CEMs and received 1 gram of gold for 100 KBC. Some people flew into Stuttgart, into Germany, and received 1 gram of gold for 100 KBC. That's what a QR code is. And some people are still sitting with your QR codes. If you still have your QR codes, the company is going to exchange 1 QR code for 10 stable coins, guys. 10 stable coins. What's the value of a stable coin? 0.1 grams. So there's your 1 gram, guys. 10 times 0.1 is 1 gram. Here's the exciting thing. I'm sure you guys are working this out. You can take your 10 stable coins, you can sell them back into Bitcoin, back into KBC, back into something else, so it's in your pockets, and you can use that to go buy some more cash gold. But you would have birthed 10 new coins onto the exchange that you can earn fees on. So it's almost even better than the guys who went and cashed on cash gold. It wasn't available when we were all doing these exchanges. It is available now, so that's a huge win. What about the unallocated bundables? What about those of us who went and exchanged into that, but did nothing with our bundables? You see, bundables were designed for purpose, either to be used in a vaulting program or to be used in the QR coding program. If you haven't used them, if you didn't allocate them, then they have to be allocated now so that they have value in the ecosystem. You can't just leave them there, they won't have value anymore. So the bundables are being allocated at 7 bundables to create 1 stable coin, 1 0.1 gram stable coin. Okay, so that's what's happening with bundables. Let's flip on, that's 3 out of 5. Keep charging. IPO vouchers. How did IPO vouchers come into existence? In October, November, and December last year, the company kept announcing, make sure that your Karat Bit account is up to date so that your KBCs can be exchanged, so that your KBCs can be exchanged into, so that your KCBs, which is what we all bought in 2019, could be exchanged into KBCs. So for 3 months, we were prepped to update your Karat Bit account. And then for a 3-week window period, we had the functionality to click and exchange our KCB into KBC. Some people didn't make that exchange. Instead, they allowed their KCB to go into an IPO voucher. That's an initial public offering. It's what happens when a company is listing a company on an exchange. Karatbar's partner, Karat Gold, is wanting to list a company on the exchange. And so anybody who didn't make the transition can leave their IPO vouchers exactly where they are, and those IPO vouchers will go towards Karat Gold's company listing, which is only due to happen, guys. The process for that listing is only due to happen in 2021, which was communicated at the end of last year. Now, if you don't want to wait on that process, if you don't want to be locked into the IPO process, you can right now, not right now, you can from the 17th of July, you can exchange your IPO vouchers back into KBC at a rate, same exchange rate that we all exchanged ours. So 2.54, that means for every 1 IPO voucher, you're going to get 2.54 KBC. Some of you might be panicking and going, I'm going to lose value. Guys, it's going straight into KBC. You're going to go and put that KBC straight into the reduction plan so that you starve the market. That'll drive the price up. Plus, you're going to get your 25% bonus. So you're going to get back your value and be in a coin that's going to grow in value from the 15th of October onwards as well. So not just between now and the 15th, but from the 15th onwards. 2 types you can choose from. Each bundle comes with a different number of robots. It also comes with different support, different training programs, different amounts of K University plugging into them. So Expert is your higher price tag, much more value bundle. Profit is your lower price tag, lower value bundle. Okay, now, in order to take advantage of this, because we're being asked by people, if I buy this, am I getting coins to trade with? No, guys, you're buying tools here. You're buying robots that'll trade on your behalf. You're buying education that'll make you smarter about trading. You're buying a subscription at either 1 month, 3, 6, or 12 months. Okay, that's what you're buying. In order for this to work for you, you need to have an account open with one of these exchanges. There's 12 different exchanges. We're recommending using Binance, P2P, B2B, and Bitforex. There are more to choose from. And those exchanges, those accounts need to be funded with cryptocurrencies, need to be funded with Bitcoin, Ethereum, KBC. If you have those accounts open and they're funded, then when you buy one of these bundles, the Prophet or the Expert, and you direct the robots that come with these into those accounts, those robots will trade on your behalf. So guys, that's a 15-minute quick splurb on the 5 things that I promised to cover. What were the 5 things again? Okay, V999, you can go and start earning cash gold and buying cash gold in Karat bars, and you can register with the platform to take advantage of that stable coin. KBC, there's a lot to go at action there. You go click on Karat, you go click on plan reduction, and you move your coins in. That's it. And if you want to increase your number of KBC, you go and purchase more KBC, put it into the reduction plan. BUNVs, just go look at your QR codes, go look at your Vault program, and obviously go look at unallocated BUNVs. IPO vouchers, you'll have a choice from the 17th of July to move them into KBC and therefore into the reduction plan, or leave them where they are. And trading platform, you need to have accounts with Binance, P2P, Bitfinex, and you need to fund those accounts before you go and buy a bundle. Guys, I hope that's been helpful. Have a fantastic, fantastic day.
Fantastic explanation by Bruce Hughes. Right. And during the session, I think I was actually sitting in, taking it in myself. It made certain things clear. Some people were having questions about the bonus univals. Some people had questions on the IPO vouchers and so on. Now, note that one of the things that I stated, when we move the coins from the various exchanges and put it into the Karatbit exchange, the decision to move the coins from your Karatbit exchange wallet into the KBC reduction plan is a personal choice. The company is not just going to take it and slap it in for you. Why is this? Because there's some persons who are professional traders and they don't mind leaving the KBC there for a little bit so they can trade some of their coins for Ethereum or Bitcoin. In fact, they could trade it when the prices go, and when the price changes, they could buy back and get even more KBCs. So there's some persons who are trading within the exchange, and if the companies just moves the coins without their knowledge or without their consent, it could be a little bit inconvenient. Therefore, it is very important that we go into the Karatbit exchange once we get the coins there and physically move them. Click on the link as Bruce had spoken about. Click on the link that says reduction plan and choose how much coins you want to move into the reduction plan. You can, if you're not a trader, I recommend that you just put all. But if you're a trader, it's up to you to decide how much you want to put there. So I don't know if anybody has any other questions before I just move to wrapping up the call. Anything that was raised in that 15-20 minute overview on that roadmap. Make it possible. You can unmute yourself or raise your hands, or you can type it in the chat. Okay, so I would move on in the interest of time. If there's any questions, of course, you can continue to raise your hands. We'll address it at the end of the session. You can put in a chat, or you can raise your hands, and I would address your questions before the session is over. Okay, so when we come back, we're just gonna give a quick update on the community.
everything was better in the past. In the past, there were not so many problems as we have today. Or we didn't know. Through the internet, we get worldwide all the information in seconds. Therefore, we have to take our part to change the world in a better way. For ourselves, for our children, and for our grandchildren. Peace and freedom for all. You can start now with our project. Everybody helps someone. The world of charity will help all of us make the world a little bit better.
There's a spiritual principle that says, to whom much is given, much is required. Karat Corporation, from its inception, has been very serious about giving back, about reaching out to communities that are in need and to give them something to help them out. The World of Charity program is one of those initiatives. They encourage affiliates to get those World of Charity cards and give back, not only just to hoard up as much gold as they can for themselves, but also to give to others in a way of helping them as well. And in that light, just want to give a quick update on what's happening with Paul Calliste. As was stated last week, Paul has been the victim of a house fire. It had destroyed his home in February of this year, just before the COVID lockdown. And we have been actually reaching out to help him out because he had lost everything in that fire, and he had basically constructed a little shed or galvanized to sleep in the interim. Because of some of the repeated requests, we got some help. The funds that were received thus far, he was able to get some sand, he was able to get some cement, and to start work on foundations. He got some help to start from Karat affiliates as well as from the neighbors around. However, it is not enough. Additional help is still required, because while you can have enough to start a building, you'd still need to get additional material to continue the building. And again, we want to reach out to persons to help Paul Calliste get his feet back on the ground. For those who live in Trinidad and Tobago, the Republic Bank account number, you can do a screenshot and you can send a deposit to that account. And you have the relevant telephone numbers there to reach out to let them know how much you gave and how much you have put out there to support him. Not only does he need cash, we also need help in kind. In order to save costs, he has been trying to do some of the building on his own. If you have skill sets or you know of people who have skills in construction, you can reach out to Paul, reach out to Mr. Marlon Modeste, reach out to Allan Leben, and let them know, hey, you are interested in helping out. What can I do? And you can be guided accordingly. You can schedule a time. Maybe we can work on a day where we can go down as a group and to help Paul to rebuild his home. Any assistance that can be provided to help that rebuilding process will be greatly appreciated. As we close, I just want to identify to you the importance of staying plugged in. If you don't plug in a light, you flip a switch, nothing will happen. If you don't listen to these updates, months will pass and you don't know what's going on with your coins because you're not paying attention. Can you imagine the fate of someone who has bought coins, didn't come onto any program, didn't come onto any webinar, didn't read the latest news, didn't tune into any of the social media channels, and just goes about his life, and in the end of the year decides he wants to cash in some of his KBCs? What sort of situation do you think he will find himself in? We have been trying to tell persons. We have shared on all of the social media channels, on the webinars, and there's some people who still don't know. We need to reach out to persons and let them know to move their KBCs before it's lost value. All right, so let's stay plugged in. There are different groups that have options to plug in. We have the Wealth Builders Worldwide. They actually have a daily call Monday to Saturday at 12 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at goldrocks.info. And we have some other additional calls as well. Some of these calls are actually streamed live on the Facebook channel. We have 5 and 5 training with Al Murray every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. We also have 4 VGRs taking place, or virtual gold receptions taking place with the Synergy Gold group. In addition to that, there are VGRs taking place in Spanish and in Portuguese on Tuesday and Thursday for Spanish, and every day, Monday to Friday, in Portuguese at 4 p.m. at the information shared there. Okay, and there are many sessions taking place every single day. I'm calling from Saturday to Friday because tomorrow is Saturday. So this is kind of like the Spanish calendar. Okay, so on Saturdays at noon and at 8 p.m., we would generally be having these private Zoom educational support systems with Atkins Ferguson's, right? On Sundays, we have the fast track training actually starting at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights. And on Mondays, well, as stated before, you have from Monday to Saturday, you'd have the daily calls twice a week with the presentations and the VGRs with the Wealth Builders Worldwide team. Also on Monday nights, we have the 9 p.m. Synergy Team Huddle, which we encourage every affiliate to log on to get updates. If there's any call that you have to come on to, if you want to be updated on your business, you go to that call Monday night at 9 p.m. If there's any call you're new and you don't know too much about what to do, how to set up your business, you go on the 10 p.m. call on Sunday nights. Actually, you can go on from 9 o'clock. There's a VGR, and then it goes into the training. On Tuesdays, we have Tuesdays with Tammy's at 2 p.m. And at 8 p.m. and every Tuesday, we have Carlos Gonzalez, or King Carlos as we call him, with the Underground Bunker, giving us sessions on Techno Shift. Every Wednesday, we have an open mic session. This is really, really valuable, where persons from around the world can come in and contact and ask questions, any type of questions, to the leadership team, and they can work on having them answered. And there's usually guests from corporate on these open mic sessions. And every other week, we have a call with corporate as well, which is usually streamed live on YouTube. On Thursday nights, we have a session with Cheryl Angoba. And of course, on Fridays, 8 p.m., Tips and Tricks, and at 9 p.m., which is taking place right now, Cromley's coaching clinic at 24k.com. So that being said, we encourage you again to plug in, take a screenshot of this, or you can watch it on the playback on the video when it is launched, so you can know what days you can come on to which sessions, right? So that will bring us to the end of the tips and tricks sessions for tonight. And again, I will not just open the lines. If there's anyone who has any questions, comments, contributions, feedback, feel free to either raise your hand or unmute your mic. So, all right, so we have Carleen. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Marlon here. My phone just died, so I'm here with Carleen here watching the session here. Fantastic webinar, Michael Amann. You're on point on all terms. Fantastic, excellent session here, Michael. One of the things I would just say to persons, just gathering the information for Michael to share with us. I really appreciate that, because if you miss everything for the whole week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you can get all of it on Friday. And Michael, excellent work that you have been doing over the past years, connecting with us and everything. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you very much for that input, Marlon. I appreciate it. Anyone else? Am I waiting? I just want to give Marlon an appreciation as well for the support that he has been giving as well. He has actually shared this, the notification for this meeting in multiple groups, and even to people outside of groups as well. So, Atkins.
Hey, good night, Michael. Everyone hearing me?
Yes, hearing you loud and clear.
All right. Great job with this tips and tricks. I always recommend my team to come to this tips and tricks to make sure to get the information. And also, I'm really glad that you do have the webinar recorded, so that also, if you're not able to make it on a Friday night, because everyone knows on a Friday everyone likes to get loose and go out and party and stuff. If you're not able to make it on a Friday night, you do have the ability to see the recorded webinar, and that's really something that I appreciate as well. And I did miss out a few of the pieces of information that you gave today, but thankfully for that recording, I'll be able to collect everything.
Yeah, all right. Thanks a lot, Atkins. And again, I want to give you appreciation for the value that you do provide during the week with your Zest sessions as well. All right, thanks a lot, Atkins. Appreciate it. And note again, too, the session is also on the Facebook group. There's a Karat Caribbean community group that persons can go. It's being live right now, and of course, the playback will be immediately available. Heather, welcome to the session tonight. Heather Ambersley.
Thank you.
Yes. So where are you from, Heather? And any feedback tonight?
I came in late, so I'll have to look at the recording. I'm from Jamaica.
Oh, okay. All right. Welcome to all Jamaicans. We really do appreciate you coming on the call. Okay. Any other input from anyone? If not, thank you so much all. Due to time constraints, I had planned to do an overview of all of the Karat products and services. Because of the time-sensitive nature of the need to move to KBCs, that session was important by Hughes. So I would put out the recording as soon as possible so that you'll be able to review. Just go back to the section that is important to you, and you could replay it as much time as you want, right? And next week, we're going to have an overview, because there's lots of products and services. There's so much out there that people are a little bit confused at times. How much things is Karat doing? So we're going to put it into perspective, so you can look out for that session at the next tips and tricks. So again, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Have a fantastic weekend, and remember to continue to reach out to others who you know have bought KBCs. Reach out to others, not only for preserving the KBCs, but preserve their wealth. To save in gold, and again, you save in gold yourself and help others do the same, and preserve your wealth for yourself and your family. Thank you very much, everyone. Good night.